Hey, what's up guys? I want to make this quick video. Let's try and make it 4 minutes or less of how to ride farther. And this is going to be part of my 4 tips in my blog. I did a 250-mile ride. Why? You can read about it. I'm trying to do this race, Iowa Wind and Rock. It's going to be 340 miles on gravel. While you might not be that crazy, you might want to ride 150 miles or 100 miles, or maybe long for you is 60 miles. So I've got 4 tips to help you achieve that. Number 1, you've heard it over and over again from us at Evoke Bike, more carbs. Carb loading and eat carbs on the bike. It's what's going to fuel you, and you need to drill into your head 90 grams of carbs per hour. So the caveat to that is there has to be a fructose component, and without making this denser than you want it to be, your body can absorb 60 grams of carbs, maltodextrin, whatever it might be, in an hour. If there's a fructose component, now they're telling us it can go up to 90. So get a sports drink like Science in Sport that has fructose in it. So you could do beta fuel, which is 80 grams of carbs, and then just take 1 gel to get to your 90. Or do 3 gels, which is probably gonna be like 60 to 65 grams, and some sports drink. Carb up before, but carb on your ride, 90 grams of carbs per hour. Number 2, know thyself. So if you're gonna do a long ride, you need to know, are you kind of like a planner or a meanderer? Do you like to just go out and say, hey, I'm gonna head east for 100 miles and then turn around? Or do you more need pit stops and destinations? Whichever one you are, know that. And if you need to know where you're going, plan a route out. I don't really like to plan. I'm kind of a hybrid. I like to head out, and then as I start to run low on water, I'll stop. I'll look at where the next Dollar General is. I'll make my route and go that way. I don't want to run out of water, but I don't want to have to follow like a strict plan for 100 miles. If a road looks fun, I want to go ride down it. You also got to know what mental skills are you going to use to kind of like help yourself not get anxious when the ride does get long. For 250, I remember thinking at one point like, wow, 180 miles to go. You don't want to get anxious because that's going to maybe create you, maybe you're going to start riding too hard, which we get to in a second. Tip number 3, do it with friends. I did 210 the weekend before, and there were people with me for 130 miles. That was much easier than 250 by myself. Mentally, and even if you're the one pulling, just knowing people are with you makes it much better. If you can hear Lala in the background, sorry about that. She likes to beat in the videos. But choose wisely, right? Don't bring the guy that always bonks. Don't bring the guy whose bike always breaks. Just be real with people. Pick somebody that's going to be positive and is going to slug through this with you with determination. So bring friends, but choose them wisely. Number 4 is just like a time trial. Don't start out too hard. And you can always ramp it up at the end. If you're riding 6 hours, that's a long ride. Don't die the first 3 hours. If you're riding 12 hours, remember that the first 6 hours, you got to do that all over again. So I started out probably a little too hard. I would say ideally, if you've ridden long endurance rides, you could do 60% FTP and just ride that for a while. Just like enjoy the beginning. Don't worry about watts. Just keep your miles per hour going. Think more of average speed, but don't hammer into headwinds. Stay the course. Pick a power number that's realistic, and don't get all crazy and surgy, and just kind of like go with the flow and ride. And the more you do these, the faster you'll get, the better you'll get. You'll get stronger, and then you can put on more watts. But don't start out too hard. That was a quick and dirty. Please subscribe. Please like. If you like the video, share it with your friends, and check out the blog post if you want to know what 250 was all about. Shout out to all the sponsors. And this one, what up to Nalgene? Love this bottle. Thanks for watching. See you guys.